Yeah, keep praying, man. We got this. Yeah. Hype Squad just came up. And you spelled it correct.
Hold on. Yes, so now I hear music.
And you're moving something.
I see Hype Squad and the photo.
And what's moving? Why is the screen moving? All right, well.
Tell me why I see that.
make some noise for the newlyweds. All right, that was horrible. Try it again on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Oh, you ready to get taken home? Well, none of us would be here if it wasn't for Mama. When you hear this sound, you stop. You have at least a 5-second open now kiss. I'll count. Go ahead.
What's up, homie? Hey. Good. So, welcome to the Adventureland. How was the honeymoon?
It was nice.
It was good. I'm glad we did a honeymoon.
Yeah, it was nice.
You guys ended up going to...
Where'd we go? The lodge at Woodlock.
Yeah.
It was a little bit more on the expensive side for Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
but it was worth it. A couple days there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, it was great. I mean, we pulled that wedding off, which is terrific.
You
know what I mean?
were a big part of that.
We're obviously super grateful for the way you guys, you know, worked with us too. I mean, because you know, you trusted us from the beginning to do everything. You guys are awesome.
No,
So,
you made it happen. You doubled as a day planner. I mean, if I needed something, you literally made it happen. I called you up. You made bubbles for the outlet in the middle of Homedale Park where there was no electricity. Because remember, originally we were at a venue where there was an outlet, and then all of a sudden there was no outlet. I called you up, like, Chuck, bubbles. I have 2 bubble machines. How are we gonna make this work? And you're like, I got it. I'll call you back. And you call back, you're like, I got an outlet. I made an outlet happen in the middle of Homedale Park.
well,
I called you up another time. I was like, Chuck, they're bringing the chairs. Yeah, I'll take care of it. Chuck, the signs have to come out. Yeah, I got it. I take care of it. I'll take care. You're always a phone call. You're always a text away.
yeah.
Totally, like, would highly recommend you to anybody.
Remember the calls? We'd have calls at like
God.
10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock.
Crack of dawn.
Oh my God, you're like, my wife, I had to let my wife know. I'm like, listen, this is okay. This is okay. This
I would
is,
apologize.
no.
She's in the background. Tell her I'm so sorry.
Yo.
I need to borrow you again.
Justin, how did that make you feel?
Well, that was our plan in the beginning. It's like, regardless of what's going on, we're getting married. If we're going to the courthouse, we're going to the courthouse. We're doing something.
We're doing something. And no matter what, too, you were always like, I'm going to make it a party. No matter where we are, it's going to be a party. And I was like, okay, great, because we might end up at some weird places, but...
Well, you know what it was too? July 18th, right? Is that,
Yeah,
is
that was our date.
July 18th? That was the first wedding that we got to get back out there and do something with. So you know, we were revved up and ready to go.
Yeah, staff was great.
Yeah, I mean, my whole team, they were jacked up and ready to go too with
You
the.
have an amazing team of people here, and the talent too. My pictures have been described as stunning on more than one occasion.
That's awesome.
My mom might be a little biased, but she said it's the best picture she's ever seen for a wedding.
I love it. We got a cool surprise for you guys. Gonna put something on the TV here because I believe we
awesome.
got a highlight video put together of the big day, and we also got the full length put together as well. They sped that up as well. I'm not gonna make you watch the full length with us. You can watch the highlight video here, and then you guys can go have a blast with the full length and the highlight, and go home and do your own
I
thing.
can't wait to see what's in the back.
Good.
Oh, there's that drone shot. Nice. Justin, day I met you, I thought I'd never see you again. Boy, was I wrong. Terrified. That was your terrified. 3 years ago to today, I never expected to be meeting the man I would be marrying. Since our first date, our lives seem to have just fallen together as if it was always meant to be.
Victoria, it's so amazing when someone comes to your life, you expect nothing of it, but suddenly right there in front of you is everything you ever need. You are my favorite person in the whole world. You are the part of me that I didn't know was missing. Love starts as a feeling, but to continue is a choice, and I find myself choosing you more and more every day.
Justin, you truly are the love of my life and the best person I know. You make me feel like the most loved and cherished person to walk this earth. You always choose me, oh gosh, above all others. And I choose you today, tomorrow, and forever. You didn't dance at all. I mean,
It is sad that when one human soul loves another, the angels abandon the heavens and come and sit beside the couple and sing for joy. Today, those angels are here. You two are two different personalities that complement, support, and bounce each other. Different personalities, but aligned in how you see the world. Aligned in your values, and aligned in your deepest hopes and dreams for your family. It has been said that two people honoring each other in sacred relationship is the greatest expression of God on this earth. Victoria and Justin, today we celebrate your love.
We've gone through life, got it hard, and we just need one restart. Just tell me love me, tell me love me. Forever has never been enough.
Hello, friends and family. My name is Chucky Gookins. I'm here with Fresh New Angle Events, and today we're going to show you how Fresh New Angle can handle your event from start to finish. Being safe is the top priority here at Fresh New Angle, but we want you to know that being safe can still be fun. Actually, being safe and fun, it's what we do. We make it happen. We're still making epic events. We have an entire team here that we've assembled. Actually, they're family. And we want to introduce our family to your family. Get ready, get excited, because here are some of our amazing professionals. What's up? Welcome. Hello. I am Chucky Hype, and you are here with us. It's our virtual open house. We are super excited to be here with you. This is the first of many open houses to kind of give you a glimpse of who Fresh New Angle is and what we're all about. So first off, thank you so much for taking the time, whether you're hanging out, driving home in your car. Please don't look, just listen. Obviously, we see the chat's pretty active as we speak, and we know people are hanging out. So whether you are at home, away from the heat, kind of inside doing your thing, or if you're outside at that barbecue, if you're safe, go ahead, crack open one of those adult beverages. Let's get ready to have some fun, because for the next 30 minutes, Fresh New Angle is going to open up their doors and show you exactly what your big day could look like, whether it's amazing entertainment, stunning photography, video storytelling, photo booths, or so much more. We have something for you. So for those of you that have already trusted Fresh New Angle, who are hanging out in the chat, thank you so much. Feel free to talk about your experience. And of course, please start firing away some questions you might have throughout the process, because there's going to be a Q&A section just for you. Now, without further ado, sit back, relax, and get ready to win some door prizes. First things first, let's open up the doors on how we're going to capture all of the memories with our stunning photography.
The best part about coming to Fresh New Angle as being a one-stop shop, hiring this, the DJ, the MC, the photographer, is just that we have, great chemistry working together. Well, my favorite part, about working a wedding day, to be honest, I don't really have a favorite part. It's the whole day. Being a photographer is not really, I don't really consider it a job. I love what I do. So just a wedding day is just a regular day for me. Just, getting to meet the bride and groom, finding out their love story, and, just building, a vibe with them, which helps me document the wedding for them.
What makes us unique is that we're not just one person showing up on your wedding day. We're a whole crew. We're a team working together. So we know where each other one is going to be. It's not like we need to locate someone else when something special is happening. Up until the end, until you cut the cake, and even a little bit more past that, I'm there with you the entire day. It's a privilege for me to wake up every day and film weddings because it's something that I love to do. It's something I love to capture, knowing that I'm creating memories for someone that's going to happen for a lifetime. My favorite part of a wedding is actually the entire day. There's not one particular moment that really says that I like it more than any other part of your day. It's capturing every moment from the morning up until the end of your night. Couples should choose Fresh New Angle because we stand out as a company. We're unique in everything that we do. We are photographers, we're videographers, we're DJs, we're a whole entertainment company where you can just come here and get everything that you need for your entire day.
Thank you so much for taking a look at our stunning photography, and I hope you, enjoyed kind of the passion behind our artists. Earlier in the pre-show, we were showing some samples of our photography, and obviously you're going to have the opportunity to kind of learn more as you kind of search through our Instagram and our Facebook, and even just, consider some time to have a Zoom appointment so we can really show you the work. But our artists really care, and they have so many different styles, and we just want the opportunity to kind of let you browse our catalog of photographers. With that said, we want to capture all of the memories, and we want to give them back to you. We have a wonderful platform that we give you all your images back. It's called PixieSet. It's a wonderful app to sort of share and like and all that fun stuff. But also, we can create one of these beautiful premium albums for you to remember forever. We also could kind of scale it down and make something a little smaller for the parents called a clone album. But where I want to kind of spend a little bit of time right now and ultimately give something away, because that's what you're all here to do. You want to win something. So keep having some fun in the chat. Let us know if you're interested in photography too, maybe with a hashtag F&A photo, right? But ultimately, if you look behind me on the wall, you're going to see a little bit of our canvas prints, right? So taking a look at those canvas prints, they really produce a memory that'll last forever. And I kind of want to talk from experience from my own wedding. Every day that I wake up, I go to the kitchen, I grab a cup of coffee, I get to see my beautiful wife, right? And then I kind of sit down and I look around my house and I see many pictures, but there's one in particular. It's kind of a picture of my wife and I in our first dance. And you know what I love about it is it was a raw photo, kind of taken in the moment, right? Because our amazing photographers pay attention. They're aware of what's about to happen, right? And so they caught that moment. And I got to tell you, I just look at it every day and it really kind of doesn't matter. I don't want to sound corny or whatever, but it kind of doesn't matter. Every time I see that photo, I kind of relive the moment and I fall back in love. So ultimately, we want to actually give one of those away. So that's a canvas print, kind of somewhere along the lines of a 16 by 20, 20 by 20. So now's the time that we have some fun, right? We have a lot of people that registered. And so I'm going to go to my little box of tricks here. And we're going to go ahead and pull out the winner. And if your name is called, just set up a time to talk to us. We can find you. We're going to go ahead and give you a free canvas print with any of our photography packages. So let's take a look. All right. So the winner of this free photo canvas print goes to Elizabeth Lefkowitz. Elizabeth Lefkowitz, you're a winner. And we're super glad that you registered and you're here for that. So you can talk to one of our sales consultants and we'll absolutely get you situated with that. So now we have to go ahead and, you know what? I'm feeling good. It's a memory that lives with me forever. So I need to give one more away. I'm gonna look to my producing team. Is that okay? We're gonna give one more away. All right, I like that. Thank you. I got behind the scenes. We've got Chief Marketing Advisor Fred Fabulous, and of course Michael Vincent doing all the hard work. So let's see. Canvas print. You're getting it. Well, these things might be glued together here. And this one goes out to somebody with the same first name as my beautiful wife. This one goes out to Rachel Benoit. Applause. Rachel Benoit. Congratulations, you won. Hey, we're having fun. We're Fresh New Angle. You can see the work, but if you're not having fun with this, what are we doing in life, right? So, Rachel, you won. Congratulations. Get active in the chat. Think of questions, all that good stuff. So we talked about photography. We showed you some passion behind our artist, right? So now let's kind of step photo fun up just a little bit. So what I'd like to do is kind of bring you into our photo booth department. And what we're going to do is we have a wide array or wide range of opportunities to take advantage of. But for right now, we're going to show you one of the most populars. It's pretty elegant. It's kind of fire. It's our magic mirror booth. Take a look.
So, you're a 21st century bride? We have the perfect photo experience for you and your guests. Introducing the ultimate wedding mirror booth. Completely customized for your wedding day. Create an interactive and exciting experience by giving guests the choice of choosing 1 photo or 3 photo options. Let guests get creative and add movement with super fun digital boomerang experiences. Take your wedding photo experience to another level by using customized animated photo frames. Choose your backdrop for beautiful image creations. Add the fun factor by using premium physical props, digital props, and beauty filters to enhance their photo creation. Sign your wedding selfie. Got some spare time? Play retro games in between photo sessions. Your guests get to share their wedding photo creation via text messages or email. Guests can print their creation as a memento of your day. Complete the wedding experience with a guest book for you and your new husband or wife to enjoy. Customize every aspect of your wedding photo experience. This is no ordinary, boring wedding photo booth. It's the wedding mirror experience you've been dreaming of.
Love that magic mirror booth, and I know you do too. But like I said before, we have so many different options. We even have those kind that you can roam around the whole party with. We call it the roamer booth, but a lot of fun, a lot of excitement behind that. It's a great icebreaker to sort of get people into the party, right? And, have a little bit of fun. You can customize your photo experience. And we talked about that scrapbook. Well, you know what? I think that's going to be the door prize that we give away right now. So it's going to be a scrapbook to go along with your photo booth experience. So let me go back to my box of tricks over here and let's go ahead and give away. If you're really interested in the photo booth experience, again, do the hashtag FNA photo booth. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. Giving away some prizes here in FNA land. So the winner of this scrapbook is going to Sonia Salas. Sonia Salas, you did it. You won the scrapbook. Again, reach out to us, have some fun. Keep those comments coming, keep those questions coming. But now, we talked about the amazing photography experience, because you need to know after you pick your venue who's going to capture all the memories. We have a little bit of fun with the photo booth, but now who's going to help you create those memories? I think it's going to be Fresh New Angles Entertainment. So I'm going to pass you along to a little video that shows kind of the behind the scenes, the passion behind Fresh New Angles Entertainers. Thank you so much. Take a look.
Hey guys, how you doing? My name's DJ Meatball. I am a resident DJ at B98.5 Radio. I've been in the DJ industry 13 years now. With Fresh New Angle, you know, when I came on board with them, at the beginning I wasn't so sure, but after meeting, you know, all the guys and how well we all work together, that was like the biggest part. Grew up in clubs. I always used to go and then dance. Dancing was, you know, one of the big things I grew up in. It was one of my favorite things. And then when I started DJing and I got into my first club, it was just like the feel of it and the interaction of being able to provide the music of making people dance and having the best time of their night. That was like the biggest thing for me. And that's really amazing, is having a full photo video team that all work together. Every time we're with other photographers or videographers, like it makes it really hard for us because we've got to be doing things, but then the photographer disappears and we're not in contact. What makes it different also is how we've become more of like a family versus like just being at a job. You know, I don't consider DJing really being a job. It's more like you know, my livelihood, what I love to do. And you know, joining with Fresh New Angle, it's been awesome.
Being an MC, being a front person, being an entertainer, I do believe that it's a make or break part of the event. You see, we're in charge of quarterbacking the event from basically ceremony all the way through the last song. There's a lot of pressure that's put on us to deliver. We need to engage your guests early. We need to get them to feel good about what's going to happen at this event, almost like a host does at one of these amazing award shows, right? The host really sets the tone for all the other magic that happens at the event. We're doing the same thing. We have a lot of control, and if the MC doesn't embrace that or handle your wedding properly, that could be a disaster. Fortunately for you, that doesn't need to be the case. And thank you for hanging with us right here, right? This is, like I said, our first amazing live stream kind of coming at you here in the studio with like 15 cameras. It's kind of crazy. But as I said, fortunately for you, that doesn't need to be the case, because we understand as event hosts and party animals how to create an atmosphere that is fire. And to that point, I would like to introduce to you, if you can still hear me out there, give me a little hell yeah in the chat room. It's all good. But Mr. Michael Vincent, what do you say we go ahead and show them who the hashtag Hype Squad looks like right about now? Here comes the hashtag Hype Squad. the hashtag Hype Squad. We have a motto. It's called, we don't get hype, we stay hype. Just a little fun that we like to have and show off some of the many talented, amazing performers. So I actually want to talk a little bit more about enhancements, but you don't need to hear from me. The next time you see me, I'm giving something away. So I want to pass the microphone off to Michael Vincent, one of our other amazing event consultants, to go ahead and talk a little bit about enhancements for the big day. Stay fresh.
Let me take a second to tell you about all the other things we have to offer, like uplighting, extravagant lighting, the CO2 blasters, which you and your bride or groom can enjoy blasting each other with CO2. We have dancing with the clouds. We can even make you a custom monogram. Make sure to check with your DJ or host to find out how they can help you upgrade your fantastic day to be even more awesome and fantastic than it already is going to be.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just having a little bit of fun here. What you see behind me, that's kind of what, a little bit of our extravagant lighting, you know, kind of fun to bring out to the party, to bring out a little extra hype for you. But I want to kind of get you crazy right about now. So what I do want is to give away something. I feel like that's the thing that we're really here for. Give me something free. I want it. Well, the perimeter of the room, pretty much 95% of banquet halls will just be elevated if you choose our uplighting, right? So why don't we just give that away right now? So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Go into this box right over here. It just keeps following me. It's this box right here. Got a bunch of names. Leave those comments, have some fun, hang out, because if your name is Christina DiGiorgio. Sounds Irish. You want our uplighting? Very cool. Hang out in the chat. We are moving along. We are having so much fun. This is, you know, the time where we're fresh AF, right? So we're having fun. We're hanging out. We're throwing a party. We captured the magic. We captured it with our still photography. We've got the photo booth fun. You got the amazing entertainment experience, and if you want the robots and the sparklers and all the other cool stuff, the lighting, we got you covered. But now, most importantly, so we saved this for the end. It's capturing all of the memories in motion to tell the story over and over for years to come. This is the passion behind our artists, who we call Fresh New Angles cinematographers.
Hello, I am Kevin Nolte, your videographer for the evening. So what I do is I'm with you behind the scenes on your wedding day, anywhere from 8 hours all the way up to a full day and 12 hours. So we start as early as bride and groom prep, that's you getting ready. If you decide to do a first look, we go ahead and do that. And then we go into your ceremony and then the rest of the night. So I really believe what we do matters. When you're looking at your video, whether it's a week later or a month later or a few years down the line, you're gonna remember your wedding day and you're gonna remember me and you're gonna remember Fresh New Angle. Being able to do that is very special to me because there's not many jobs where you can look back and remember that one day. And to be a part of that every weekend, being part of that special day every weekend, just breathes so much life into me, and it's the reason I wake up and do this. 98% of brides' biggest regret is not having video. And now more than ever that is true, because there's gonna be some people at your reception, at your ceremony, who aren't gonna be able to attend due to the pandemic, due to the coronavirus. And it's a way to show them your wedding. Every wedding day can be very similar, and we try to make our processes here so that we know what we're all doing and where we're supposed to be and the shots that we're supposed to get. But every wedding day is different, and every wedding company is different. This company in particular, like I said, we have these plans and we all work together, and it's not just a group of guys and girls who work together, it is a family here. We care about each other. I care about the photographer. I want to make sure he or she's getting their shots during bridal party pictures. It's the same way I expect them to respect when I need the flash not to go off. Or if I go to the DJ and say, hey, can I plug in your audio, then throw a backup recorder into the speaker. It's nice having that here. If I get hired to just do video through Fresh New Angle and it's just video, yes, can we do that? Of course we can do that. There's a certain level of stress that's involved in wedding day. When I go into a Fresh New Angle wedding, knowing that I have the DJ behind me, the photo behind me, that I always tell the bride nothing's gonna start without them, those guys make sure nothing starts without me. And if nothing's starting without me, that means you are not going to miss the most important things that you paid a lot of money to get.
Well, there's some of the passion behind the artists that are going to capture all the memories in motion. You know, Kevin kind of said it there about regret, and I actually want to speak from example. And if you go back to our reviews, you'll actually see one from Christina, who actually left an amazing review because we handled her amazing entertainment and photography, and she said the one thing she regret was not having someone to record the ceremony. And you can go ahead and see that. Those are her words, not mine. And so ultimately, you know, when you're creating your budget, and I might talk about this a little bit later, I'm sure in a Q&A, right? You know, pay attention to what's most important, because, you know, if a picture's worth 1,000 words, imagine what a video's worth.
Love is a temporary madness. It erupts like volcanoes and then subsides. And when it subsides, you have to make a decision. You have to work out whether your roots have so entwined together that it is inconceivable that you should ever part. Because this is what love is. Love is not breathlessness. It is not excitement. It is not the promulgation of eternal passion. That is just being in love, which any fool can do. Love itself is what is left over when being in love has burned away.
Well, while some of you go and grab for that tissue box, I'm gonna have to lighten the mood a little bit right now and give away a door prize. It's time to kind of enhance that cinematic experience, and the way we're gonna do that, and I know you kind of saw a few of those pictures with our video that you just saw, is aerial coverage with the drone, right? So that's that wonderful view from above, right? Kind of capturing the magic from a bird's eye view. So let's go ahead and do that right now. That's that magic box again. Make sure you're leaving those captions and in the chat room. We're gonna have some fun with you. So here we go. Winning the drone aerial coverage is going to none other than Catherine Olin. Catherine Olin. You did it. You did it, girl. You did it. So before we kind of get to the question and answer section of our live stream here, which is, it's coming to an end. I know you're kind of sad to see, but you've been so glued to it, and we want to give you just the facts of what you need to know, right? But before we kind of get there, why don't we just take a quick minute to go ahead and see really what goes into making Fresh New Angle come together. And it's really the entire F&A family. So from our family to yours, here's a kind of sneak peek of the Fresh New Angle family. Continuity is a big word, and it should spell out peace of mind for you, because continuity is what you're going to have, hands down, when you hire our event company. What makes us different is our people, our team. It's all the artists, it's all the professionals, it's the entertainers, it's the photographers, it's the video people, it's the behind the scenes people, it's our marketing team, it's our operations team. I mean, it's our wives, it's our girlfriends. I'm telling you, there's a long list of what makes Fresh New Angle great. And ultimately, what happens is when you put the whole team together, you're gonna get kind of like a choreographed dance. Working with Fresh New Angle and Fresh New Angle alone, that's one place you gotta go. Especially in the world that we live in and all the risks that are out there, you get to come to one place, make one phone call. If you want to do a Zoom conference, fine. If you want to socially distance here at the office, amazing. We love that. But what's going to happen is you're going to leave here and you're going to check your list. You're going to be like, boom, 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 boom. Continuity and peace. That just about sums up who we are here at Fresh New Angle. Thank you guys so much for spending time with us here on your Thursday night. You know, we want to be protecting that time of yours, and we're not trying to sit here forever going over too much. We just want to show you what you need to see. If you'd like to learn more, please reach out to us. We're here to help. But it's time for a few questions and answers, and I saw a few already in the chat. I think there's like 3 or 4. So, and obviously, if you have some questions as we're going, we'll try to get to them, right? But I definitely want to kind of hit on these 4 questions that I kind of saw out there. So, somebody asked, I'm getting married in a very rustic setting. I'm hearing all of these different adjectives, right? When it comes to photography, how do I know what style to look for? And you know, there's kind of 2 styles you hear of most of it: light, airy, romantic, and kind of modern, edgy, right? And so there's a few different factors that kind of go into, you know, what goes where. One of those factors is, where are you actually having the celebration? If you're kind of having it at a barn or kind of an outdoor or rustic type feel, you know, it lends easier to having more of that light and airy feel. On the other side of the fence, if you're kind of focusing in on one of these, you know, big banquet halls, you know, and one of these grand chandeliers and all this other stuff, you know, you're going to be looking at more of a modern kind of edgy look. Of course, you know, you have a style, right? And you kind of have a vision of what you like. And one of the many good things with our photographers, or I like to refer to them as artists or our capture crew, is they really can do a little bit of both. You know, our photographers, if they're shooting kind of in that open barn kind of rustic place, they are shooting more light and airy, you know, and can still grab that romantic feel. And you know, if you're feeling edgy, there's a way to capture that, right? And on the other side of the fence, if you're kind of having that in that like romantic kind of dark or, you know, moody sort of setting, we're going to do a great job capturing it from an edgy perspective. But one of the great things about photography is you get to explore that, whether it's on our Facebook stories or Instagram, or just by speaking to, you know, Michael Vincent or Chris Burns or Michael Demby or myself, to kind of go over, hey, this is what I'm looking for. And we show you 20 different samples, right? And you can kind of get an idea on what your feel is. So I feel like hopefully that answers your question. And if you need more, please, you know, let's go have a conversation, and we'll help you out. Next question. So the second shooter, I keep hearing people speak about needing or not needing one when it comes to photo or video. Can you tell me what you recommend? So look, 2 shooters is always the way to go because you're going to have the opportunity to really capture reaction shots, right? A little bit more than you could, obviously, if you had one person. You know, with one photographer, you really can only be in one spot, right? Obviously, what's kind of good about our artist is we know how to anticipate the reaction that's about to happen from mom or from dad or from, because we've kind of done a few of these, right? So ultimately, you know, I think we do a really good job if you had to do just one photographer of getting it done. But with 2, if you can afford that, it really helps. Kind of one stays with the bride or the groom, right? And one stays with the bride or groom. And if it's a bride and bride, groom and groom, right? One stays with one stays with the other. So ultimately, 2 is always best. With video, you know, you can get away with one a little bit more because we always come out with multiple cameras. So we'll have a kind of a stationary macro, panoramic sort of wide view of formalities or ceremony, and then ultimately kind of up close with all those fancy lenses that cost thousands of dollars getting those money shots, right? But still, if we can pull it off, 2 is always better because now we get 3 different angles, fresh new angles like that. I had to throw that in there. But so 2 shooters is not a must. It's a luxury, but if you can do it, we'd love to kind of try to make that happen for you. Absolutely. Next, I love country music. Well, it's the most popular music in the United States, believe it or not. I know some of you are from the Jersey Shore, and in New Jersey that might not be the case necessarily, but we're a pretty big country. However, I love country music. My fiance was a club kid back in the day. You know, it's good stuff. Reminds me of my youth. And our parents are expecting some good old Italian music. I know you. How do you entertain and deal with that? So this is kind of a fun one to talk about. You know, basically the best events, side note, play all different styles of music. I try to kind of reiterate that when we're talking about, like, when we're talking to the bride and groom, or bride and bride, groom and groom. Let's try to make a mix so we can get everybody engaged and excited, right, about the celebration. But to that point, you know, you're going to give us your must playlist, kind of like some of your faves. Whether they're real dancey or not, doesn't matter. They're your favorites. We're going to figure out a way to make them work. And, you know, there's a way to blend this all together. There's a way to give everybody a little something and kind of like transition with what we call crossover songs, which kind of connect both groups together. You know, we're sitting there at a party and we're playing one style of music. Maybe we're in that, I don't know, that Sweet Caroline set. And if you don't like Sweet Caroline, don't tune out. That can be on your do not playlist. It's okay. But you're in that Sweet Caroline thing and people are kind of having fun. And all of a sudden you kind of find yourself into Dancing Queen. And then before you know it, it's mixing in to Turn Down for What? And if you hate all those songs, we got other ideas for you. But I got to tell you, it's kind of funny when Grandpa's kind of dancing, Grandma's dancing, and all of a sudden Turn Down for What comes on and she's trapped and she's having fun. So just know we kind of have an idea on how to do that for you, so no worries. And then there's another question here, and I think we're going to end with this one. And then I got a special surprise for everybody who kind of participated here. So hopefully you enjoyed this as much as we enjoyed kind of putting this together. But when should we start looking for entertainment, video, photo booth, all of these different services? And should we wait until we have our venue? So that's another great question. And many of you we've met, some of you we haven't, right? And some of you do not have a wedding venue picked out. And that's actually even a better time, I think, to have a conversation, maybe a Zoom call. Let Michael Vincent, let Chris Burns, let Michael Denby, let myself help you actually plan your budget. Obviously, we do all of these different things, right? So we can kind of tell you, all right, this is what it looks like, right? From a cost perspective. And then we can also coach you on what are the 3 favorite places that you're really kind of looking at. And we've been there. We know people. You know, little secret, you know, if you tell us a place that you want to check out before you go, you know, we can put a phone call in before and just say, hey, you know, we're sending Vinny over to, you know, the Park Chateau, you know, and we call them up and we're like, hey, we're sending my guy Vinny over there, you know, take care of them. I'm telling you, that stuff goes a long way. Some of you are in business, and I think you know what I'm talking about. But, you know, it's never too early, right, to even start the process with us. I think we want to educate you. We might not be the right company for you. You might not want to do everything with us. You can do 1 service, 3 services, 4 services, no services. That's a boo face. We don't want that. But whatever's best for you. Ultimately, we're here to educate you. I think ultimately you're going to leave the conversation and we're going to be a top 2, top 3 option no matter what. And you know what? That's going to help give you that peace of mind that you don't have to talk to a million companies. You have some comfort and you go from there. Now, the other part to that question is, when should we start looking if we maybe do have a venue? Well, now is a great time to kind of get going, even if it's 2 years out. Look, if you booked your venue for 2023, obviously you booked it for a reason. You didn't want to escape, right, that place losing your date. Well, same thing's true with our event company. You know, if you really have, you know, feelings towards like a certain photographer with Fresh New Angle or a certain entertainer or videographer, you know, you can kind of lock that up a little earlier or sooner than later, right? So ultimately, it's a great time to start the conversation, to continue the conversation. And, you know, I just recommend, you know, after this call here, you know, go onto our website if you would like. You can download our budget guide. And ultimately, you can just kind of reach out, and we're gonna kind of say hello too. But I also want to end with this. Everybody here, you know, some of you won door prizes, and that's amazing, right? We're happy for you, and the others that didn't, we're happy for you too. Not really. No, it's okay. You talk to us. We'll figure out a way. But we would like to extend, okay, 20%, okay, off of our premium services to everybody who registered. And hopefully, you know, that kind of makes you feel a little better about being here with us. You know, we don't just give it away because we're worth something. You know, our team works very hard to be amazing at what they do, and so they need to be rewarded for that. But 20% off is your reward. And for those of you that won your door prize, yes, that can be combined. Ugh, I think everyone else now is mad at me again. But 20% off, super excited, very cool. And here's where I want to end this. I thank you all for coming out and hanging out. And this was the first of many. We'd like to kind of stay tuned and possibly move forward with these maybe once a month, right? Just to kind of like touch base and go over some cool things. We're going to always add some new tricks in there for you to keep you on your toes and kind of hook you up. But I need to thank my team, right? I mean, you're seeing this right now, and I'm just one small piece of Fresh New Angle. There is a long list, as you saw earlier, with the F&A family. And in particular, I really want to thank some people who worked very, very hard to put this together that you're kind of being a part of. And for my guys that are in the chat, working hard. I know Michael Demby, aka DJ Demby, he's out there working hard in the chat room, kind of trying to keep you in the loop. I know that Chris Hype is kind of in and out working with the chat because he's kind of on an event. So if he caught a break, I'm sure he's in there kind of saying hello. Of course, we had some editing team that went behind the scenes to make these videos for you, and Kevin Nolte was part of that team, as well as Michael Vincent, really putting together the edits that you see here today. I'd be remiss if I didn't give credit to our amazing office manager, Karin. She kind of is like kind of the glue, making sure all of us are kind of where we need to be, doing what we got to do. And, you know, ultimately our chief marketing advisor, Fred Marione, he's just a pleasure to have with us, and he really helps push us too. He's taken Fresh New Angle and challenges us, right, all of our whole team, to kind of push ourselves to be, you know, even greater than we already are. So the last person I want to thank again, you've heard his name, it's Michael Vincent. My man is behind the scenes, producing everything, working hard, putting in a 10-hour day today, a 4-hour day yesterday, really working hard to bring you what you're kind of seeing right here. So thank you so much for all your help, guys. I appreciate you very much. And as I said before, everybody's a winner because that's the world we live in. Y'all get 20% off our premium services. I'm gonna sign off right now, let you guys check out a little closing video, and we'll hang out in the chat room a little bit. And you guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Thank you.